And really, man, y'all see who it is on here, man. We got West Coastamine in the middle, man. We got the most nefarious man in the nation right now on every wanted poster, landlord from
Oh
Alabama.
man.
And then it's your boy Henny the Moore, the only person on this live living righteously. So how is y'all? She
Wow.
in his head. I knew he gonna do it
Wow.
too. He like, oh the hell up.
Wow.
But man, how's y'all doing today though, man? How y'all boys living?
Shoot,
We
I'm
living
good,
right.
man. I'm
Exactly.
good. Shoot, man, just handling some business. Had a real good business phone call this morning, which was good for the brand. So got some things coming down to work the woodwork. You know what I'm saying? About to have my face on the side of a can
What?
like this. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
Working on it. You know how I be. I ain't gonna tell nobody because as soon as you tell somebody, they jump all on it. So I ain't gonna tell nobody. I might tell y'all later on though.
Mm-hmm.
Let's
But
do it.
just put some chapstick on my lips. Other than that, man, I'm ready to go.
All right, so hey, I'm gonna go ahead and just let everybody know there are some rules and regulations when you frequent us over here. If you come into the liquor store, if you come into the trap, if you go on over there to the West Coast, the obligation that you have as a consumer of content is to hit that like button. The more likes we get on these platforms, the more the platforms will mess with us, man. So if you want us to do good, you want to see these platforms grow, you make sure you hit that like button, hit the share button. The more times that you share it, the more eyeballs it will reach, the more folks will consume the content, the more that people will want to mess with us and come back and frequent us. And then,
That boy said
after,
frequents was. He
yeah,
made that
man,
word up.
that's a real word, man. I want you to go ahead and Google that shit.
They say you low. Maybe it's one person. Who knows? You sound decent for me.
You sound good to me too. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, I got it turned up too. And if it is low, I'm gonna just talk louder. You know, I'm from the country. Like I be using my inside voice and I still be loud. So you know, I can get loud if y'all need me to.
Country
So
folks ain't got no inside
so
voice.
hey,
That's
y'all
me.
don't trip.
They got one. She like Shaquille O'Neal. This is Shaq Happy. Hello. This is Shaq Mad. Hello.
Hey, Special K said he let us down because he did not slap enough Eagles fans. So I tell you what, we gonna remedy that, man. Everybody in here, make sure y'all slap the shit out of at least 20 Eagles fans. Cause we gonna win by 20. We gonna win by 20 this next time we play them. So make sure,
Metaphorically speaking, of
yeah,
course.
yeah. If is that
Ixnay on the
in the
Ixnay.
hey,
The
Listen,
feds might be watching.
hey, I
The
ain't gonna
feds
lie,
might be
man.
watching.
Facebook kind of dinged me this week, so I'm being nice. And you
Yes,
two
I am.
gotta ding him, so we being nice. So this is what we gonna do. You know what I'm saying? When they come around, we gonna listen. When they come around, I'ma shut up. I'ma shut up when they come around. But when they leave, I'm
I'm
gonna
gonna
be
be
talking
talking
again.
again.
I'm gonna be talking again.
That's how I
Trust
feel
me.
right now.
When he come around, when Facebook, YouTube, police come around, I'll be quiet. Shit, when they
Hey,
leave, I'll be talking again.
look at my folks Kawana in the building with these Eagles on here. Don't behave yourself now. Relax. We let you get off 3 on them now. You gonna go double
Hey,
back to
you know what I
3-0.
love though. You know what I love.
7-0.
Hey, you know what we got to start doing, man. This is what we really got to start doing. I want to take a moment real quick. I want to take a moment real quick. 2 seconds, I promise. And I want to give a special shout out to all the Eagles fans that support us, man. Like, I thought you guys were just supporting us because you guys was just supporting us because you guys were going to watch our content until we played. And then you guys were going to start watching other stuff when you finished playing us. But you guys are some real ass Cowboy fans, bro. Like, you guys beat the Dallas Cowboys. And instead of on an Eagles podcast right now, talking about how you guys can make yourself better or gloating, you guys are here trying to figure out what the Cowboys need to do to make us better. So I just want to let y'all know, man, Eagles fans, it's rough out there right now. But you guys are keeping the lights on right now because Cowboy fans are mad and they're not really watching content because they're all pissed off right now. So I just want to listen to me. I just want to listen to me. I'm not making fun of no Eagles fan, and y'all can say whatever the hell y'all want to say. Cause see these lights up in here, y'all keeping lights on, and I'm not about to be pissed off nobody that's helping me pay bills around this mug. I appreciate you. My lady appreciates you. My children appreciate you. My mortgage and my insurance, all them people, they appreciate you too for helping us keep these bills on, man. So we just thank you, man. And today is Eagle fan appreciation day. Because without you guys, I promise you, this is harder to do. This is
Hey,
very hard to do. So we appreciate y'all. So we're not capping on Eagles fan because they paying bills today. You know what I'm saying?
hey, hey, Eric Stewart said he supported because he liked the game, and that's real too, man. Like I
Hey, that's
said,
real, man.
we talk real football. So like, hey, if you want to come over and just peep some X's and O's and different things, you know, yeah, y'all in the right place. But hey, let's get it, man. You know,
Listen, listen to me. If your content that you make only attracts the fans that you're trying to blog for, your content ain't good, bro.
hey, that's real.
Facts.
Right?
Hey, facts. But yeah, let's go ahead and jump into it though, kinfolk. Because hey, we usually only do 1 day of grieving. We got that out the way. If we win, we only spend 1 day on it. We lose, we usually only spend 1 day on it. And listen, I know it's not the sexiest matchup because the Giants are probably gonna lose by 50. But you know, we got to talk about it. Since we are a team that dropped the game already, I'm taking everybody we play seriously. So, you know, we're going to talk about the New York Giants a little bit, what we need to do to beat this team, and there's different things along those lines. And really, more so, what we need to talk about is how we as a team can be better going forward. Because let's talk about numbers. You know, I'm the number guy. To statistically stay alive to win a division,
Thank you.
Dallas Cowboys have to win every single game until we play the Eagles again. So we need to beat the Giants. We need to beat the Commanders. We need to beat the Panthers. We need to beat, and I said that out of order. We play the Panthers after the Giants, and we also need to beat the Seahawks at home. So
We
those
can't
are
lose no more NFC games.
no more. So those are the 4 games that you have to win to set up another showdown for the division come December, because the Eagles play a much tougher schedule. They play the Kansas City Chiefs, they play the 49ers, and they play the Bills. If they drop even one,
can I say something real quick too?
let me finish this real quick and I'll let you go. I'll be done. So if they drop either one of those games, because they play 3 good teams, like I said, the Chiefs, the Bills, or the 49ers, if they drop either one of those and then lose the next head-to-head against us, we'll have the same record. And then it's up from there. So that's what you got to do to stay alive. But go ahead, Wes.
I was going to say also, let's just touch on this subject right now. Realistically, every Cowboy fan should know that we have a 17-game season, and it says we're only going to play the Eagles twice. But let's just be realistic. You're going to play the Eagles 3 times this year. If we're a mature team, right? We're a mature team, right? Mm-hmm. If you're a mature adult, you know that at some point you're going to have to get a flu shot. You're going to have to get all these different things and stuff that they require you to get, right? You may even have to get it. I'm not going to say it because I'm not saying I don't want nobody to dog me down. You may have to get the K shot too. There's requirements you have to do, right? Mm-hmm. Even though it's not on our schedule, playing the Eagles a 3rd time is a requirement. There's no way. There's no way we can avoid not playing the Eagles 3 times this year. So if you really look at the totality of what you do, there's 2 games that you really got that you're building content, building information on this team. So when it matters, you can execute. Because I'm gonna tell you this right now. If we beat the 49ers 3-4 weeks ago and you can't beat them in the playoffs, I don't give a damn. I don't care. If we sweep the Eagles 2 times in a regular season and you can't beat them when it matters, it don't matter. It don't matter.
Eric Stewart said the same thing. He said he's an Eagles fan. He feel like we're going to play 3 times.
There's no – listen, my question is this. Listen to me. How could you get around not playing the Eagles 3 times? Because think about this. You're one of the better top 3 teams in the NFC. Mm-hmm. The top – what are the top 4 teams in the NFC right now? Let's name them right now. What are your top 4 teams?
Eagles, Cowboys, 49ers, Detroit. Those are the 4 best teams.
And I'm going to be honest with you. 49ers are hanging on by the chin.
They living off old bodies right now.
They living off of old bodies. And I'm going to tell you this right now.
If that was the Cowboys, we would be absolutely taken out of the top 5. For sure.
You dropped 3 games in a row and they still consider you a top team?
Wes, am I lying? If the Cowboys would have lost 3 games in a row, bro, they would not have us in no top 5.
Bro, I'm going to tell you like this. If the Cowboys would have beat the 49ers and then dropped 3 games, they would be saying the 49ers weren't legit anyway. That's what they would be saying, bro. That's what they be saying. And I'm going to tell you, I'm taking the 49ers to lose versus the Jags. I'm just being real. If they lose versus the Jags, they might not even make the playoffs.
Oh, they playing the Jags this week?
They play the Jags, bro.
I'm taking it. I've been betting with Trevor all year.
They take the Jags.
Shout out to Double Off for
and I promise you the Jags beat them the way we should have beat them, throwing the football.
Real quick, shout out to Double Off for becoming a trapper. That's the membership, man. I appreciate you, man. Welcome to the trap, sir. Thank you.
Indeed. And yes, Trey Fargo, as it stands right now, you will still be a wild card team if you finish 10-7. If you finish with a winning record, you're probably going to make the playoffs. If you look around at all these teams in the NFC, they're not many good ones, kinfolk.
Nah.
You're
the South is terrible altogether.
Yeah, like the NFC South is horrible.
Yeah.
And so and listen, I don't feel like you'll be 10-7 because you're favored in like 5 of your next 7 games is right there. You're favored in like 5 of your next 7 games. So like you're probably gonna end up being like 8-3, 9-3 by the time you play the Eagles, because you're gonna play the team we're finna play right now. They're down 2 quarterbacks. Not only is Daniel Jones gone for the year, they don't know the health of Tyrod Taylor. Tyrod Taylor is not going to be the starting quarterback. They got some guy named DeVito. The only DeVito I know is the actor.
Brad, the Giants, listen to me. Listen to me. If you're the Giants right now, realistically, if you're the Giants, you need to go to the draft, bro. There's not enough fight in that team for them to do anything else, and they paid the wrong quarterback. Giants need to get to the draft as quickly as possible. There's no way you can stay on that contract with Daniel Jones next year.
Nah.
And there's nothing that you can try. Unless you're going to go get Devontae Adams, there's no hope, bro.
Why would they go Devontae Adams? Devontae Adams didn't winning now.
I popped bottles when they signed Daniel Jones. I was very happy.
I think everybody is, man. I think everybody was happy. That man got paid off of 15 passing touchdowns.
So and they tried to hype him up. The first thing, it seemed like Dak the bar. Because the first person they try to say they better than is Dak. Like, why they always go point to Dak, bro? Like, what?
Because I know exactly what it is, and you froze up, kinfolk. I don't know what the hell happened to you.
And he froze up smiling like this.
Hey,
look how he froze.
They got my boy bad, man.
Look how he froze.
Man, that's some shit. But hey, I am gonna say this though. I think Dak Prescott is always used as the bar because Dak Prescott is really the most visible quarterback in the NFL. He's always on prime time. He's always playing on Thanksgiving. He's always, the marquee quarterback in these matchups. So, all people ever see is Dak Prescott. And it's really the same thing with the Cowboys. So they got Dak Prescott on the brain when they be thinking about these comparisons.
Yeah, and I'm gonna tell you, I think he's also. There's a specific bar though. Dak is not the bar on excellence. Dak is the bar on that transition between a above average quarterback to being a great quarterback. Because if you notice, they always say Dak is not this person, and he's always talking about these great. He's not Patrick Mahomes, but he's the best in the league. He's not Aaron Rodgers, but he's the best to ever do it. He's not he's not such and such and such and such, right? But then they won't be like, but he's not. But we all know he's better than Trevor Lawrence. We all know he's better than da-da-da-da-da. You know what I'm saying? So it's like Dak, they start comparing you to Dak when they think you're transitioning towards that. You know what I mean?
Like, listen, like they'll never put Dak in the elite atmosphere, but they'll
never say Daniel Jones, he's as good as Dak. They'll never say that though. You'll never hear that.
Hey, real quick, shout out to Philly for the 5-piece, man. Thank you for the love. And hey, everybody that's on here, man, I need y'all to go and vote because we will be doing a raffle this month. Right now, the options are game tickets because I'm gonna send one of y'all to the Cowboys versus Lions games prime time. So I'll make sure y'all have your ass in there. The other options are a hoodie and a Cowboys cooler. So go vote. I'm pretty sure the tickets will win. But go vote, and Philly, you're the first person. Like you're the first person. I'm gonna start the raffle today because I'm gonna wrap up the poll this evening. So I'm gonna put you in for a raffle entry. So it'll be $5 raffle entries. Odds are, because right now the tickets are winning by a landslide. So odds are, like what I'll be raffling off is a ticket to the Detroit Cowboys game. He said my internet.
What game is that? What game is that?
It's in December. It's December the 30th.
Damn, I can't go to that game.
Yeah, it's a big game. It's a big game. It's Sunday night football, if I'm not mistaken. So make sure y'all go and hit the Cash App with the super chats if y'all want an opportunity.
Hey, man, I ain't gonna lie. I went to a New Year's Eve game last year. That mess was so cold, man. I think I went to the Arizona. Was it the Arizona game? Did we play Arizona at home last year? What game did we play? I don't know who it was. The game was lit though, but it was cold and a mother in Dallas.
Man.
If you in Dallas, you used to it. So I don't want to hear nothing. Hell, I'm from California. Listen to me. I got my front door open and my back door open right now. Because I mean,
hey man, that's real. Listen, they have ever moving goalposts with Prescott, and listen, what's crazy? And I know this is all subject. We'll get back to talking about the Giants, after this, but there's an ever moving goalpost, man.
Hey Trey, are you a Cowboy fan? What's going on, bro? You woke up. Did somebody piss in your yogurt this morning, my boy? My boy Trey Fargo is just going. Cali is trash. West Coast is trash. What did he say? He said, I got a blunt full of mid. I'm going to tell y'all this right here, man. I live in Southern California. If I want to find some mid tree, I got to drive to Mexico to get it. You know what I'm saying? That's just what it is, man. Weed is like liquor stores. That means grow on every tree, everything out here. You know what I'm saying?
Because you gotta go to Mexico, find some trash.
I had to go to Mexico to find some bad weed out here, man.
Y'all is crazy, man. But no, it's an ever moving goalpost with that. Because think about it, when he plays good and good in a win, they still got something to say. He plays bad in a win, they got something to say. He plays good in a loss, they got something to say. He's bad in a loss, they got something to say. There's really no criteria for Dak Prescott to get some praise. There's really no criteria. They said we're a landlord. The Wi-Fi monster kidnapped my boy, so we're gonna try and get him back in here as soon as humanly possible. But man, we're gonna hold it down for my brother until he spin the block. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button and hit that like button on my boy page. Hit that share button on my boy page, man.
Yep. He says I can vouch for that 0. Oh yeah, man. Y'all know what it is, man. Y'all know what it is. But hey, man. At some point we gotta talk about these bum ass Giants. So y'all, we just not avoid. We just.
I mean, we're trying. I promise you, I had it. No, I'm the numbers guy, cause I usually have like a spreadsheet or some shit. I ain't coming here with nothing, but
yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I think Giants. This is the thing, Giants. If you're the Giants, you need a quarterback. The top 2 teams in your division have quarterbacks that are going to be here for at least the next 5 years. Dak is going to be here the next 5 years. Why? Because he's going to be here this year. He's going to be here next year. And the Dallas Cowboys are going to be too good this year to draft a quarterback. Why? Because we're already going to be considered a divisional team. So that means you won't even be drafting until pick 20 something. Where did we pick Tyler Smith this year?
Shit, it was like 22, wasn't it? 22,
23. Think about this. You picked Tyler Smith 22 and you lost in the second round of the playoffs. You guys want to go to the NFC Championship. That means you're going to be picking 28. Listen to me. Dak has never had a losing season in his career. Dak is always going to be good enough to make sure that you're not drafting in the top 10. So you're not going to have any capital to draft a quarterback. And then guess what? He's going to be your quarterback next year too. So every year that Dak is your quarterback, you're probably going to be drafting. You may not win in the Super Bowl, but you will. Your season. Listen, when Dak is your quarterback, your season is going to
26. It will pick 26.
It'd be 26. Now and that was losing in the second round. You go to the NFC Championship, bro. You're losing. If you lose an NFC Championship or if you win the Super Bowl, you're not picking at 30. Bro, those are not teams that are picking that deep. You should not even be thinking about the quarterback. So Giants, Washington, those teams you can't just get these stand-in quarterbacks. And to be honest with you, Jalen Hurts and Dak is the reason why Daniel Jones really got paid. You want to know why? Because they had to, bruh. There's too much delta, bro. You can't go get a rookie quarterback that's going to be able to compete with Dak or Jalen Hurts. You're not, unless he's Caleb Williams, and that's not even a guarantee.
Not a guarantee, especially with the weapons they got. But folks forget it's more than just having a good quarterback, because they offensive line, they've been trying to hit on offensive line for years. They're still awful. They still getting Daniel Jones killed, still getting sacked. They ain't got no wide receivers. So even if you plug and play a quarterback, you got to protect them, and you got to give them somewhere to go with the damn football.
And then think about this: the wide receiver that they did decide to pay, bro. The boy they paid 2 years ago, they gave that dude $20 million. There's this organization, the Giants organization just have a bad history of giving the wrong people money, bro. At the end of the day, listen, think about this. When it's all said and done, they should have kept Odell. When it's all said and done, they should have kept Odell because they still have not replaced his production. Saquon Barkley can't stay healthy. He probably won't be a Giant next year because they gave him the money that he asked for, and he is not giving them the production they wanted. So it's like, if you're the Giants, you need to go to the draft, bro. And if you end up with like 8 wins, that's not going to help you. 8 wins for the Giants guarantees that you win 8 wins next year. You know what I'm saying? If you're the Giants, bro, and think about this, the Giants ain't going to be good next year either. They really like 2 years away. Last year was what you call an aborigine. You know what I'm saying? It was just a once in a lifetime thing. And then I'm gonna tell you, the one thing I kept saying about the Giants is this: they did not do anything. The Giants, they weren't like the Cincinnati Bengals. The Cincinnati Bengals been trash forever, right? But as soon as they smelled some steak, they was like, we can't go back to that. We can't go back to eating out the trash can, man. We can't go back to not being in the playoffs. We can't go back to not feeling this good. We can't go back to that, bro. We don't want to go back to that. So what did they do? They added stuff to make sure that they do that. The Giants don't do that, bro.
Yeah. And listen, man, I know this is off subject, but when you think about it, man, because you made me think about them not replacing the wide receiver. Think about who else in the division. Like, if you're being honest, man, the damn Washington never replaced Kirk Cousins. We being honest about it. Like, it's hard. Think about how many quarterbacks they done went through since they left Kirk Cousins' lead. And listen,
that's why I say when you get a good quarterback, bro, the league is proved. One thing the league is proven to you about quarterbacks: when you have a halfway decent one,
hold on to him.
Listen to me. Y'all be like, oh, Dak, the black Kirk Cousins. Bro, I know a gang of teams that would love to have Kirk Cousins.
I know a gang of teams that would love to have Dak, love to have Kirk. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't get me wrong. You know what I'm saying? Like, Kirk Cousins is not like the world's greatest quarterback, but you know, he's a very good quarterback though.
He's made a lot of money though. Kirk Cousins actually made more money than most players.
Man, Kirk Cousins is a master finesser. Like, listen, I need
his greatest goal is contracts. Kirk Cousins' greatest thing he do is contracts. He do contracts better than anybody.
Ah, man, that man is a walking ATM, man. That man is loaded. All the contracts
Kirk gonna make half. Listen to me. Kirk gonna make $500 million off of NFL contracts.
Facts, Trey. Hey, the Giants would kill somebody right now. They can get Kirk or Dak Prescott. They would catch a body.
Absolutely. And so that's why I say, man, the NFL has proven to you that and I've always said this: a quarterback is like a good woman, bruh. When you get one, put a ring on it, bruh. And I'm gonna tell you, the best investment is finding a good woman early in life. You know what I'm saying? You won't be 41 years old, 40, 50, 45 years old out here at goddamn, what's the club? They beat these old folks, beat these old players. I be damn near about to run them over in the street at 2:00 in the morning. They come in. Raquel's, my boy on a club over here called Raquel's. You know what I'm saying? My lady always want to go up in there and just chill in the ambiance. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, man, you don't want to be one of them 45, 50-year-old with his shirt over like this. You know what I mean? Trust me, you don't want that life. Talking about, hey, girl, I'll pay your phone bill.
Man,
you don't want that. You don't want that.
All right, let me pull up a little bit of information about.
Hey, we not getting LandLord back? What the hell?
I don't know what's going on, man. He said his Wi-Fi jacked up, man. He said it done kicked him. So we gonna see if Cuz is able to get back in here. But his pages are connected, so we gonna make sure he get this free content one way or the other.
I'm about to say, hit that cash up, man. Get that cash. He said, "Did y'all see Bradbury trade jersey with refs after the game? That was fake." Philly, what's up, my boy? Go ahead. What are we talking about? He said, my boy Jason said, "Show me that taco meat." You crazy?
I was just touching on said what makes Dak better than Kirk? Everything, honestly. But you know, I can get into the statistical things about it. But Dak Prescott, yeah. Hold on, but I got it though. I got it. But you know, like Dak Prescott actually has more than one playoff win in a shorter amount of time. He has better playoff numbers than Kirk Cousins. He had more game-winning drives. Kirk Cousins, up until last year, had a losing record as a quarterback.
Kirk Cousins, ever since he's been in Minnesota, has had a receiver that has been looked at as the number 1 or number 2 receiver in all of football. Think about that. Kirk Cousins, every single year he's been in Minnesota, has had a receiver that we all looked at as either the number 1 or number 2 receiver in all of football. Think about that. And at one point, this mother effer had Thielen in his prime. He had Diggs in his prime. And I forget the tight end he had. The tight end he had was nasty too. I think it was Randolph.
I believe it was
like one thing
Rudolph, I think.
One thing I will say is this. These teams that want to throw the ball, you know what they do? They go get them wide receivers that can really go get it. Like, look what he got right now for receivers. That boy got Addison, a 1st-round pick, and Jefferson. 1st round, the 7th overall pick. And you guys really want to compare Dak to that dude? Bro, Dak ain't got them kind of goddamn weapons. Come on, bro. Dak had for a season, and I'm not trying to hate on none of these dudes, because Allen Hurns is the homie. Shout out, hey, moms, how you doing? He had Allen Hurns, Devontae Thompson, and a rookie Michael Gallup.
And Cole Beasley. Like Cole Beasley was his best wide receiver coming into 2018.
Don't forget about Cole Beasley. Dak ain't never had the receiving core that y'all be comparing these quarterbacks to. He ain't never had those never, bro.
He said, I'm a Giants fan, but it's not too much to talk about on this side. Hey, man, at least you're real. I mean, listen, like we said, like y'all probably need to be playing for the draft right now, man. He said, and Kirk had Dalvin Cook when Dalvin Cook was still Dalvin Cook.
Yeah, he did have a super offense. I ain't gonna lie. And Bryce Butler. Don't forget about Bryce Butler, who said he was so good that he would only come back to Dallas if he was a number 1 receiver. While Dez was still alive. How could you say that while Dez is still alive?
Dak had that man turned up.
That's how you know you nice, bro. When you just that good, when you just feel that confident about yourself that you go on a national rate. Even the host was like,
what the
this you talking about?
I see why they drug test in the NFL.
I see why they drug testing. I ain't even gonna lie. I text Bryce and I was like, bro, can I get a 50 or whatever you smoke? Can I get a 50 or whatever you smoke? You know what I'm saying?
Let me just throw this out there about the New York Giants, man. D boys have only thrown for 1,662 yards. They've only thrown 5 passing touchdowns all year, and they've thrown 8 picks. So, and we're talking about a team that's had multiple quarterbacks. They got 5 passing touchdowns on the season.
Who will be the starting quarterback on Sunday? That's my first question. Giants fans, in the comment box, can you help us out? Help us out.
DeVito. I think they said DeVito who they're gonna lean with.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah. And listen,
Cowboys this about to be a 40-0 game, bro. Somebody asked me, "Are you going to this game?" No, I'm not going to this game. This is not appreciate you, Trey. My boy Trey. See, I like Trey because my boy Trey he could be on that boosh, but every now and then he'll slide it out, say some real shit, and go right back into it.
Yeah, Darren Waller's out for them.
That's the draft, bro. They're going for the draft.
I said JB2 said it's me. He's the one suiting up.
Oh, me, I'm suiting. Okay, JB. JB said he's suiting up. Okay. What's up, y'all? Ready that spread or that open course offense? Let me know. Don't throw me a bone. Let us know what you're doing.
He said, "Don't he play on movies?" That's the same one I thought about, man.
Nisi says she going to the game. Hey, Nisi, tap in with me. I might have to send me some videos.
Hey, Trey said he'd be back and forth with the bullshit.
Hey, that's what I like about it, man. As long as the smell stay, you know what I'm saying? As long as the smell stay. He says,
nah, cuz he the best dual threat in the league, man.
Somebody said, could you argue Dak, first he called him Dax, hadn't had great receivers because his passes aren't always accurate? Dak is actually one of the more accurate quarterbacks in the league since coming into football. Where do y'all get this mindset that people aren't accurate because they throw interceptions? So does that mean Patrick Mahomes not accurate because he throws interceptions?
All right, let me go ahead and pull something up for y'all real quick because, like I said, it's hard for me to stay.
While you pull that up, I'm gonna talk about Martavis Bryant. Just let me know when you're ready. Martavis Bryant. This is my thing. The fact that the Cowboys are interested in him and made it known that they worked him out makes me believe that they're not happy with someone behind CeeDee Lamb.
I know exactly who it is.
Now, I'm gonna tell you this right now. Brandon Cooks on film is doing his job. You're not gonna get rid. See, this is the thing. Brandon Cooks is doing his job on film. He's getting open. He's just not getting the ball.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? He's getting open. He's just not getting the ball. So when you go into a meeting with Brandon Cooks and you're like, bro, let's go down the line. CeeDee Lamb is balling. He ain't even got to come to this meeting. This is the end. This is the once a week ass kicking meeting where everybody got to line up on the wall. If you did wrong, I'm kicking you square in your ass. All right. CeeDee Lamb, you're excused. Brandon Cooks, I see your stats. Brandon Cooks gonna say, wait. Jerry, before you kick me in my ass, can we put the film on? I say, all right, man, put the damn film on. Okay. I see Brandon Cooks wide open on that backside slant when we threw the ball to Shoemaker. Okay, I see that. Also, we got to have a conversation about Dak wanting to throw the ball more to tight ends than receivers too. Because I'm going to tell you this right here. The film is saying this. The film is, for whatever reason, is saying that Dak is really looking at tight ends over wide receivers in the red zone, bro. I'm just being honest with you. We can talk about that after we finish this. Okay, so Brandon Cooks, we're going to excuse you. Because we do see on film, you're getting open. Okay. Jalen Tolbert, you barely play. But when you play, you're getting open. That was a nice move in the back of the end zone you did right there. That was a scramble drill, and you're technically not a veteran receiver, but you understood to go back and forth because that wasn't the route that they ran. He actually ran a slant, then he broke back and rolled with Dak, caught that touchdown in the back of the end zone. Cognizance of no to understand to keep his feet down. Go ahead, Tolbert. You can go ahead, go back out.
This is what I wanted to show because
somebody
had asked.
Let me get this last one. Michael Gallup. What does the film say? I think we found the receiver the Cowboys might not be too happy with. Go ahead, man.
Nah, just for the person that said did Dak not have good wide receivers because he wasn't accurate with his throws. On target throw percentage, best in the league right now. Dak Prescott, 84.7%. If you want to know what an on target throw is, it means it's actually on target. Wide receiver is not behind the wide receiver. Is hitting their ass and where it need to hit them at. So most accurate ahead of Jared Goff, Cousins, Mahomes, Hurts, Allen. On target pass percentage is 84.7 right now. If you look at Dak Prescott's all-time completion percentage, he's in the top 10. Look at his all-time passer rating. He's in the top 10. All-time touchdown interception ratio. He's in the top 10. So I don't understand how that narrative got started that Dak is not an accurate quarterback or anything like that. Because statistically, this year and historically, he's been good at getting the ball where you need to get the ball to.
Hey, I got to pause you real quick. We got more. Hey, listen to me. If your super chat is more than $5, new rule. We're gonna stop the show and we're gonna talk about whatever it is you're talking about. $10, that I'm gonna give you your money. Brandon said because he's paying us to stop the show and talk about you. If your super chat is over $5 from now on, we're gonna call those abrupt subject changes. Okay. We got an abrupt subject change by El Profeso. Appreciate you for the $10. He says Brandon Cooks was wide open on the pass play to Showmaker. Dak just didn't have enough time. So look that way because the blitz. My issues are with Michael Gallup at this moment. So let's talk about, he wants to talk for $10. He wants to talk about Michael Gallup. And it's funny because while you have that up, can you type at Michael Gallup's stats, please? Bring those up. Get those on the screen. Let's talk about him for a couple minutes, man.
All right.
And I want to know while he's doing that, I also want to know to you guys, what do you guys think is going on with Michael Gallup? We always tell you what we think. What do you guys think is going on with Michael Gallup right now? Because there's definitely something going on with him.
Right. And to answer his questions about the Brandon Cooks play, like he said, he didn't have time to get back over there. But what the Dallas Cowboys did on that particular play, they ran a mirror concept. So CeeDee Lamb ran a pick for Brandon Cooks on that side, and Jake Ferguson was supposed to run a pick for Schoonmaker on the other side. So on the right side with the wide receivers, they ran it perfectly. Brandon Cooks came wide open. His man got caught up on CeeDee Lamb's pick. He came free. The issue was that was the wide side of the field, and the pressure was coming from there. So Dak had to make the throw to the short side of the field to Schoonmaker. Now, Schoon should have been wide open if Jake Ferguson had ran the pick play as efficiently as CeeDee Lamb did for Brandon Cooks. And to answer your question about Michael Gallup, I don't know, man. Maybe it's years of compounded injuries. We know. Yeah, hold on. Let me get his stuff pulled up, and we'll continue on that train of thought. But yeah, maybe it's years of compounded injuries. But Michael Gallup does not look like the same wide receiver, man. He does not look like the same guy that got paid. He was springy. He used to be our jump ball guy down the field. He used to be a person that Dak Prescott could rely on to make sure passes, sure catches, and I'm not really seeing much from my boy Michael, man. So, what are your thoughts, Wes? And then we'll see what everybody else saying.
Well, I think Michael Gallup is now being put in a situation where he has to be a knockout specialist. And a knockout, when I used to be, young man, back in my heydays, young man, we all had a crew. And our crew, everybody, if we got in a fight, everybody had their role, right? Well, Michael Gallup used to be a jab puncher. He'd get 10 or 9 punches in the game. Right?
From the shoulders with it, okay.
From the shoulders with it. You know what I'm saying? Some of them hits sting you. Some of them hits wouldn't even hit you. But at the end of the fight, we'd be like, damn, Mike got 8 good hits in, good licks. Good job. Now we've turned him into a knockout king where he's only getting 3 swings. And he got to knock you out with one of them. Right? And what I'm saying is a lot of guys that are being played in new roles are not succeeding in those new roles. You know what I'm saying? Michael Gallup, I think, is a guy that needs volume. Could he be playing better? Yeah, I think he could be playing better if he had more opportunities. And that's crazy because one be like, bro, why would you give him more opportunities if he's not doing good with the field he has right now? It's because it's almost kind of like Michael Gallup, almost like a mindset of a running back. You know what I'm saying? Where it's like, he's not no burner. And I don't know where we even got this concept of Michael Gallup. I don't give a damn what his 40s say or what he ran. Bro, when he's on the field, he is not no burner. And to be honest with you, the fact that he makes a lot of contested catches lets you know that he is not a burner, because burners don't make contested catches. They make wide open catches. When you see Tyreek Hill making contested catches, he don't got to make contested catches. Why? Because he runs past you. You know what I'm saying? So the fact of us thinking that he was this ridiculous speed guy was ridiculous to me to begin with. Then, we're not. I mean, this the crazy thing about it is, if I was talking about Michael Gallup, and it's, dropping jump balls in the end zone and things like that, I think we have a different subject. But bro, you're dropping slants and dig routes, bro.
Hold on. We got an abrupt change of subject coming up real quick, man. Abrupt change of subject.
Go ahead, Michael.
Mitchell Green done hit us upside the head with a 10 piece. All right. And hey, this got your 2 rifle entries going ahead. So the Schoonmaker play at worst should have been a penalty. The ball was thrown in the end zone. The ball is thrown over the goal line. Touchdown. Gallup is mental, but we about winning football games. Man, I think I don't know if it's mental with Michael Gallup. I don't know if he's still the same player that he was, man. And I hate saying that about folks because we all love Michael Gallup, man. I love his story. I like the stuff he overcame. I like some of the catches and plays that he made over the course of his career. But at this point, man, I don't really know what to expect from this boy, man. I don't really know what to expect from this boy year in and year out. Because listen, Michael Gallup has not been good. This is year 3 since Michael Gallup got hurt. He got hurt in 2021, left like a hip injury or something early on, then came back and tore his ACL. He came back from the ACL last year, wasn't the same player, and we thought this would be the year that Michael Gallup will get back into form because he was a full year removed from the ACL, and he still is not playing like Michael Gallup.
Yeah, I think, and it's crazy because we were literally, most contracts you're paying guys to get better, right? You were basically paying Michael Gallup to just get back to Michael Gallup. And you were basically saying that Michael Gallup at his best it would be an $11 million receiver. I didn't appreciate you, Mars, for the star. I never thought that. I never thought that about Michael Gallup. I never thought that even when Michael Gallup was at his best, healthy, that he was a $10+ million receiver. I never thought that. I always thought that Michael Gallup was a good receiver, but his skill set, you don't pay, you just draft it. Like there's a bunch of guys that came into the league this year, I believe, who are just as good as Michael Gallup right now. The only difference is they're not making $11 million. And since he is, and think about this, Michael Gallup is your highest paid wide receiver right now, today. Right now, today, the highest paid wide receiver on the Dallas Cowboys, Michael Gallup.
Hey,
and go ahead.
Now, only thing I was gonna say, Kinfolk, you know, when you look at the snap counts, man, they're
Hey,
almost.
Put us on the side so you can see it a little bit bigger.
Oh, I think I got it. Booyah.
There
Okay.
you go.
They did you dirty though. With the way they got it, but I think it's because of the way your phone is augmented.
Yeah, next time I'll turn my I got to turn my screen.
It's all Gucci. But when you look at the snap count, man, like Michael Gallup and Jalen Tolbert was down there neck and neck. They both played about 30-something snaps. And we saw what Jalen Tolbert did with his 30 snaps and what Michael Gallup did with his 30 snaps. I'm just saying, like it's getting closer and closer. It used to be this many targets and shit and snap counts for Michael Gallup, and then this many for Jalen Tolbert, and now it's like this many for Michael Gallup, this many for Jalen Tolbert. It's like it's getting neck and neck. It's going to get to the point where Jalen Tolbert has more snaps on the field than Michael Gallup. So I think it's going to be a natural what's the word?
Progression.
Yeah, I think it'll be like a natural like progression over to Jalen Tolbert being a guy over Michael Gallup. Because he's making plays. I know the one play that everybody talks about with Jalen Tolbert was on the 4th and 8 where where Jake Ferguson came open. That should have been the read in what people believe. But he had made a bunch of plays before then. He had a touchdown, had over 40 yards on three targets, and technically, in terms of wide receivers, he was your wide receiver with the second most yards.
Yeah.
Jake Ferguson had more yards, of course, but he was tight end number one. It went like you talk about yards with CD Lamb.
In that game, Jalen Tolbert was the second best receiver.
Yeah.
In that game, he was our second best receiver.
Mm-hmm. He said Turpin should be on the field more than both of them. I think the reason that they're limiting that boy Turpin is because he does all the special team stuff too. Because it's hard to ask this man to play 50 offensive snaps and then do every kickoff return and every punt return.
Facts. Yeah, that's why I said that the Cowboys need to probably activate Deuce Vaughn and let Deuce Vaughn do some of these kick returns. Like, you don't need Kevontae Turpin returning kicks at the beginning of games. You know what I'm saying? Let somebody else do that. You know what I'm saying? Because you got to remember, he gets a big kickoff return or whatever he gets. If there's contact on the kick return or even the punt return, how do you then use him on the very next series? This isn't Madden. Like, guys still need to drink some water, sit for a couple minutes, and then they go out there, especially if you want him to be at his very best, because the reason why you want Turpin is because of his speed. So if he's not able to run at his top speed because he just ran a kick return, then how are you going to put him on offense? You know what I'm saying? And to be honest with you, the way Turpin keeps getting dinged up, you might need to take him off special teams. Keep it real, because he's more important. Turpin has more of an opportunity. He has a better chance of scoring an offensive touchdown than a special teams touchdown.
Because he got 3 offensive touchdowns, two receiving and 1 rushing.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Like, and if I'm not mistaken, he's probably second on the team in touchdowns right now, right?
CD Lamb has 3 touchdowns. He has 3 touchdowns. He's tied with CD Lamb for most.
So he's tied on the team with touchdowns. So like, yeah, he's gonna get you a good spot on kick return, but there's more chance of him getting hurt. It's too. I mean, at some point, Cowboys are just gonna take him off special teams. Keep it real.
Honestly,
like they did it with Tony Pollard. Tony Pollard came off special teams.
They did it with Dez Bryant too. If people forget that Dez Bryant with the punt return of his rookie year, the moment they found out he was
touchdown with the punt return.
Yeah, the moment they found out he would really like that shit, he didn't see special teams no more.
It's not that important. It's not the chances of him running a kick return touchdown are way slim.
And Trey, to answer your question, Turpin and Tolbert were both better than Michael Gallup this last game in like the grand scheme of everything they did for you, right? In my opinion, like they both were better. So at this point, man, like I'm giving Turpin and Tolbert, more opportunities over Michael Gallup. I will slowly phase Michael Gallup out of the offense. I will slowly phase him out of the offense. I'll keep giving him a couple of snaps just in case somebody gets hurt and he had to come back in and take a role. But I'm giving Jalen Tolbert and Turpin more snaps at this point.
Me, and then my thing also with Gallup is like I'm only playing him when it's deserving of his skill set. Like, bro, this dude is not missing no gut. He is not making anybody miss or breaking no damn tackle. So why are we throwing quick slants to him? Bro, throw the quick slant to CD or throw it
Brandon
to Cooks. Bro, throw it to Cooks. Like, that makes no sense. If you're going to throw a ball to Michael Gallup, throw a jump ball, 50-50 ball. Like, you know what I mean? Like, throw these, because like even if Michael Gallup catches the ball, what does he then do then? He's getting tackled, bruh.
He ain't going nowhere. Ain't going nowhere at all. And, you know,
appreciate El Nino.
Hey, salute to El Nino. But hey, and another thing, like you said though, man, this is supposed to be an offense that's built on yak, right?
Yards after catch.
So why is your fastest wide receivers? Brandon Cooks and Kevontae Turpin should have at least about 4 or 5 slants apiece each game. And we talk about just getting folks the ball in their hand and in space to make a play. Those are your 2 fastest wide receivers. Your 2 fastest wide receivers. Why don't they get the yak opportunities?
True.
He said, "Where's the yak? Shit, it's in the liquor cabinet because the only yak these boys got is cognac. Them boys
I mean, he had 191, bro. He had 191. I mean, I'm curious to know how much of that was yak.
Shit, a lot of it, man. I know a lot of it was. In fact, let me go take a look. I know I could find it. Y'all bear with me. It might take a little second, but I'll find it.
But yeah, so it's like, you know, that's the offense is built off yak. And I'm gonna tell you this right now: while we can't run the ball, we have to get yak yards, bro. If we're not, what are we doing?
Absolutely nothing.
Crash, you're not doing nothing, bro.
Right.
So we got to get some yak yards. So that's why I say,
hold on. CeeDee Lamb got that shit in blood, man. CeeDee Lamb got that shit in blood. That man had 191 yards, and he got 59. Only 59 of that shit was yak.
That's 140. It's 140 without it. That's good, man. There's a difference. There's a huge. That's 50 extra yards, bro. That's a lot. It's half the football field.
That is a lot of yardage, but I also wanted to point something out, man. You know how we were mad at them for not using CeeDee Lamb? Do you know this man got over 30 targets these last 2 games?
That's what. Hey, and that want to know why? Because someone said something.
As he should.
Somebody when you make that change, somebody said something.
Hey, these last couple games, he been going crazy. CeeDee Lamb. Matter of fact, shout out to CeeDee Lamb. CeeDee Lamb is now top 5 in the NFL in receiving yards. Yep. Top 5, and like 4 of them boys done played more games than CeeDee Lamb. Tyreek Hill has played more. Has played one more game. If I'm not mistaken, AJ Brown has played one more game. Like most of everybody that's ahead of CeeDee Lamb right now in terms of yardage has more games played. So you know, like it's course corrected itself. So hey, if it took CeeDee Lamb saying something, next time some bullshit happens, somebody else needs to speak up.
Michael Green says Mike McCarthy has to get his first 15 scripted plays to get our first drive has been terrible. Absolutely, we don't have any type of bread and butter play style. We don't have that. Man, we don't have anything that we go to when everything isn't going good. We don't have that on offense.
What's crazy is like they scored in the first quarter though. You know, like in the Chargers game, they scored on their second drive. This game, they scored on their second drive. So whatever hell you had planned on this second drive, you just start with that shit. Just start with that shit.
It almost feels like that first drive. It almost feels like they're not even trying, bro. Like they be on and off the field so goddamn fast, bro. It feels like they're not even trying, bro.
At all, bro.
Because think about this: our first drive in this first game, it was a punt. That means we didn't even get close enough for a field goal.
Boy, we went 3 and out. We ran the ball for next to nothing the first two times that we had Dak Prescott to save us on 3rd and long.
Hey, tell me what those first 2 plays that game was. If I'm not mistaken, it was a run up the middle to Tony Pollard, 3rd down. You are where you were, 3rd and long, stupid pass, punt. Yep. That's just what I remember. He about to tell you right now if that was true. That's what I remember.
No, you're right. I remember off top that I ain't pulling it up. It was 2 Tony Pollard runs and then a desperation play on 3rd down. That's exactly what it was.
I think we maybe got 2 yards. How many yards did we get on that drive?
Let me pull that up. He said, 2 AGOT runs by Tony Pollard.
So we probably got 4 yards on our opening drive.
Maybe. Let me pull it up. Dallas.
Like, why are we even going out there to win the kick? Like, why are we just tell them whatever they want to do, we'll do it?
I mean, hey, this time around, like the Eagles won and they deferred. So I definitely would have had a better script put together. But I don't. At this point, man, like there's really no point in accepting the damn kick if you ain't gonna go out there and score 7 on your first drive.
Just put the defense on the field and then pretend like the first drive is the second one.
Now, I'm saying that now because I think I had a different tune the first time out. I really, man, like I don't trust nobody. My defense done gave up points they first drive the last 6 games. So I'm looking at them mugs sideways too. I really just feel like we should just teleport everybody to the second drive. Defense and offense just get teleported to the second drive.
Yeah, and I'm gonna tell you this right here. If it's not like 2nd and like 4, we should not be running on 2nd down. 2nd and 6, we should not be running. It's a dead play. You're gonna get. Listen to me. To run on 2nd and 6 to get 2 yards is nothing. Hey, we got an abrupt subject. Chase says, L3 says Cowboys have to fix their running game situation quick before the regular season closes out. Hey, we talking about that right now, sir.
Indeed, brother. So, hey.
Like, we should only be running on 1st down and 3rd and short.
Man, real talk. We might not even need to run on 1st down. I might need to just get a play.
The reason why I say 1st down is because at least we can compensate for it on 2nd down. You still got 2 more downs. Like, I have no faith in the run game. That's why I don't want to run on 2nd down. Like, if it's anything higher than 2nd and 4, you can't run on it. 2nd and 5, you get 1 yard. It's 3rd and 4 now, bruh. That's considered long.
Yeah.
And you have to pass.
Mm-hmm. It just depends on which way you want to do it. If you want to throw on 1st down and try to get 7 yards and try and run it twice, or do you want to run it on 1st down and try to get there?
But it depends on the damn play call, because bro, like if you're not gonna push the damn ball downfield, you're gonna get 4 yards on 1st down, bro. We be running out routes to the sidelines on 1st down. It's the dumbest thing I've ever seen in my life, bro. We be running 3rd down plays on 1st down.
Yeah, crazy. He said Eagles don't pass on 3rd and 4th. Yeah, because they got a trick play.
Hey, my boy, go ahead.
Hey, listen, if we could do the tush push and get down there 2 yards every time, like I would run on 3rd and 4 too. I would run on if I was the Eagles, they do it most of the time anyway. They run on 3rd and 4, and then they run on 4th and 2 and 4th and 1 because they feel like they can get it. And they do that shit from their entire side. That's why one of the keys to our victory, in my opinion, while I was doing the breakdown, was to win on 3rd down. You had to win on 3rd down to keep them from 4th and short. And every time they got 4th and short, what the hell they do? They went forward and they got it.
Because 4th down is just another down. If it's 4th and anything less than a yard, they're going for it.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, man. So, hey, it's tough, man. Like I said, we can say what we want about that play, but shit, until they ban it or somebody learns to consistently stop it, people got to deal with that shit.
Yeah. Last subject before we get up out of here. Terrence Steele with the Cowboys. What's your thoughts on Terrence Steele and what they got to do about him?
What can they do about him? Like the only thing you can do for Terrence Steele, get him a sports counselor, give him some help on the field, or you can bench him. Like those are your only options with Terrence Steele. Because listen, man, I know folks think that he just tore his ACL. This man tore his ACL, he tore his MCL, and he tore some shit called a MPCL. I don't know what the hell that is. He tore some shit I did not know that you had in the human body. So like, and we just expect him to be okay. Like, no, it don't work like that. Terrence Steele will be better next year. But right now, you got to give Terrence Steele all the help in the world. And what's even sadder, because LandLord said he just did a film breakdown. He said they actually did get this man some help from time to time. It's just the one couple times that they let him have it that he got his ass whooped.
Yeah, and I mean, to be honest with you, all the players that the Cowboys have taken, if you notice, all the players that got hurt last year or the season before and then come back and play that same season next year, it takes Michael Gallup. Michael Gallup looked bad last year. Freaking Jordan Lewis looks bad right now. Terrence Steele coming off of injury is still struggling. Like a lot of the thing that sucks too is the Cowboys just assumed that guys were healthy and that they were going to just play well because they were healthy. and they didn't even have enough like humility to be like, hey, maybe we should get a solid backup just in case. You know what I'm saying? And then the cool thing about Jordan Lewis, not to stay on that subject, is, bro, they're giving him the opportunity to even get better while he gives up touchdowns. That's crazy.
Yeah, man. I said, and that's another thing, man. I don't understand, and I ain't trying to cause division within the locker room or nothing, but I don't understand how you go from starting 2 playoff games. You started easy in the last 2 playoff games you played to him not being active for the first part of the year, and then for him not even playing when you do activate him. I don't understand it. And listen, y'all can say that I'm biased because the man came on the show. I know one of y'all said that shit about Michael Gallup at one point, but I'm just calling what I see the way I see it. Like, you have issues right now at the slot position due to the run blend having to play outside. So you need to do something. You need to protect your players from themselves.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah, because they're attacking him. They attacked him with tight end. They attacked him with wide receivers. And all you see is Jordan Lewis chasing, bro.
Mm-hmm.
That's all you see. Like, he's not the guy right now. And guess what? We're the only team that's asking players to come back in the same calendar year and be better than who they were. Like, listen, no NFL team would ask, hey, Tony Pollard, you broken fibula? Okay, don't trip. Get well, and in 9 months, we want you to be the starting running back for the Dallas Cowboys. Like, I actually think Tony Pollard would be okay if you put him in a backup running back and let someone else do the first running back things and everything else that comes with being a first running back. I think he would actually be okay.
Man, they got my boy doing a bunch of stuff. Like you said, man, he just broke his damn leg in January, and they had that man back starting in September.
Yeah, shout out to my boy Henny DeMar, who actually was putting that information out there about Jordan Lewis back in August. A lot of times we stand on soapboxes and preach about players, and the player and the fan base will say we're stupid and dumb and call us all types of crazy stuff. And then here we are 8 weeks in the season, and Jordan Lewis is looking bad, man. And players and everybody, want to jump on Jordan Lewis. Well, Henny told us at the beginning of the season that one, for sure he wasn't going to be ready this year, and the possibility of him not being the same guy. And think about this: Jordan Lewis is making $4.5 million. That means he's making he's one of your higher paid defensive players, and he's on a 1-year deal. He's not coming back next year. You know what I'm saying? So you're just taking lumps and bumps. And then think about this: when Jordan Lewis is getting, because look, guess what? I think Jordan Lewis will be better next year, coming off the injury, a whole full year. The only problem is he won't be a Dallas Cowboy next year. You know what I'm saying?
Hey.
Like, so we're basically paying him right now $4.5 million to get better for next year, because he'll be better next year. He will be better next year, but he won't be a Dallas Cowboy. They're not going to give him another contract, because you got to think Diggs is coming back. That means
that was what I was going to actually touch on too, because you brought up Diggs. How sure we are that Diggs going to be ready for next year, Kinfolk?
Man, I'm in the back of my mind. I'm up here hoping Diggs might come back this year, bro. Like, Lord, forgive me. I'm sorry. Jalen Ramsey must not have had the same injury as Diggs did. They had different. What did Jalen Ramsey have?
I don't know what Jalen Ramsey had. Let me.
But I'm gonna tell you, for Diggs, I wouldn't come back. I couldn't do it, because the expectation of you coming back and being him yourself is not the same. So I mean, if you tore your ACL, nah, don't do it.
He had a meniscus, so they didn't have the same injury.
Oh yeah, meniscus has no blood flowing through it too. So that's a huge difference. It's a huge difference. Yeah, the MCL and the ACL, they're in the same place. The only difference is one has blood flowing through it and the other one don't. The meniscus don't grow back anyway.
Yeah, man. So, but I do have to depart from us though, man.
I know you do.
I gotta go ahead and get back to the job. Everybody, we do it. Hey, we got anything you want to say before we close down shop, Kinfolk?
Nothing, man. Not really. I'm gonna do a live later on today, and I'll have some content dropping. Other than that, you already know what it is. Never look down, starts up. Peace. Hey, hit that Cash App on your way out, man.
Hit your Cash App, man. $5 per raffle entry, man.
Yeah, Diggs not coming back to 2024.
Yeah, and hey, Let him take his time. If he needs to come back in the middle of 2024, I'm for it.
Yeah. He's making way too much money. All right, you guys already know what it is. And the Cowboys going to get an injury waiver on the list this year anyway. So it's not like they're going to pay the whole contract this year anyway. All right, but you guys already know what it is. Never